I think that's the beautiful thing we're seeing right now. We're seeing people adapt. Humans are very adaptable. We're very flexible, and I think this change to the remote working that we're doing is also helping us build our resiliency as well. So when I think about leading people remotely, to me, some of the same principles apply. It may look a little different, it may be applied a little different, but fundamentally, when you care about your people, you're going to do some check-ins. You are going to find out and check in with them about what's working, what's not working, how you can support them, what concerns do they have. So, we want people to work productively and safely at home. And I think a lot of employers are going to be moving there going forward. They've identified that it's working quite effectively for their business to have remote workers. So if you check in and you have set up structured check-in times, meeting times once a week, daily. I know people that will check in the morning, just do a quick check-in, say, what do we got on our plates today? Let people move along their schedule. It really builds that empowerment of people that they're going to do what they've indicated they're going to do at home as well. One of the more significant issues employers have been experiencing and an increasing rise in mental health. And there's a lot of mental health and anxiety in the younger generations as well. So how do you support them in the workplace? Now you add in COVID, and it's not, I think it's felt across the board. People are nervous about coming to work and being safe, and there's even more anxiety. What does this mean for us? So what does this mean for workplaces? So if anything, mental health is an issue that I think all workplaces and employers need to be really thinking about. And how do we support employees overall and their health? And it's putting in support systems and processes in place to support the overall health of employees, whether you're living through a pandemic or not. I think it's just something that there's a lot more awareness about now. So how do we do that? And having employee and family assistance programs, offering counseling, having flexibility to deal with some of life's issues. And I think COVID has allowed all of us to revisit that. And that's been sort of the silver lining, I want to say, because it's all things we've talked about. We talk about work-life balance, we talk about flexibility and adaptability, we've talked about remote working, but there wasn't really large strides made for many industries and organizations in this regard. And then COVID presented itself, and all of a sudden remote working has happened, and a lot more acceptability. So when I think about mental health and anxiety in the workplace, I think it's really important to support employees in a compassionate and caring manner, and providing those support systems for our employees to get them through and help them be healthier and well, and also as productive as they can be. Oh, I wish I did have a crystal ball, but I think if anything, from an HR perspective, this has been an incredible opportunity to look to see the connections, the co-creations, the creativity, the adaptability that individuals have had. And I do think that going forward, we will be able to embrace that. I think our world is going to look substantially different. I think it means that we can do work anywhere around the world. So we've talked about remote working for years, and some industries in the tech fields and stuff do it very, very well. But the rest of us have talked about it and maybe haven't done it well. I really think this opportunity and how effective remote working has been for many individuals we're going to see that continue. I think we're going to see some empty office spaces because people are going to realize how well it has worked for them. So I really think that globalization has really, we've talked about it a lot. I think it's just escalated to that true globalization. You can do work anywhere because we've just proved that we can work from our homes and our offices without boundaries. But I also think people truly fundamentally want those human connections. And this has been a really good reset to show and learn that adaptability that we've really had through this and take that forward for new innovations, to make anything absolutely possible. I think it takes some adjusting time. I think people miss that human connection, so I don't think that's going to go away. I think that collaboration in person is still really important, but I think it is going to look a lot differently and different, and I think business is going to look different. We don't need to fly for an in-person meeting anymore. We can reduce those costs because it's been working quite effectively doing that online and through other methods.